Hi people, welcome back to my channel, Jopa's daughter. How are you? Right, so something happened today about this journey of life called mothering that I wanted to talk about. Let me quickly give you a background. I used to be that Nigerian parent that thought that their child must attend university by force. You know, our culture, our parents want to be parents of graduates. It doesn't, you know. So I was like that before. And then when I came here, I was still like that for a very, very long time. For maybe about 20 years, I was still like that. And then I started looking, around me. My eyes were open to my society, and I saw that, really, you don't have to be a university graduate to make it, to be successful. The most important thing is to walk in the path that you are set to walk on, the path that you are created for. So it might be being a university graduate, and it might not be being a university graduate. And so, I then said that when I'd become a mother by this time. So I'm not going to lie and say I said that when I become a mother, when I have my child. So I'd become a mother, and I said, and in fact, I think I had this realization maybe 5 years ago, around about that time. And I thought, look, listen, Toby's path doesn't have to be in university if he's not inclined towards going to university. So I've had an open mind like that, Over here, what Yorubas call ishowo, trades are actually quite profitable, and tradesmen actually get to be really successful, and everybody's desire for their children is to be successful and be fulfilled, and I'm no different in that. So I still want I would like him to go to university, but I'll not force him to go to university. Because look at me, I've got 3 degrees, and I'm not doing anything with any of the 3 degrees. But Lawyer Man was of the opinion that no, our children have to go to university. And then if they decide that they don't want to use the degree, that is fine. They can do anything else with their life. But first, they have to go to university. Sorry, I'm trying to get my tissue. First, they have to go to university. And I thought, but they're going to incur debts. What's the point of incurring debts and still not being able to use the university degree? If you're going to incur debts, you might as well, be using the degree that you incurred the debts for. And then Lawyer Man thought he should study something like law, meaning that he's a lawyer and I have a law degree. Yes, I have a law degree, which I graduated from about 3 or 4 years ago. I went back to uni for a second degree in my 40s. So, but I didn't say anything. I didn't want to argue with him. I just thought when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. And then a couple of weeks ago, we went to visit my sister in Northampton. And Toby said, oh, he's not sure. Toby has been saying it sometimes. He's not sure he wants to go to university. He's not sure he wants to go to university. And he said it again. He's not sure he wants to go to university. And lo and behold, Lawyer Man said, well, if you don't want to go to university, that's fine. But you have to be doing something. You cannot decide that you are not going to university and sit down at home. You will either be in an internship, apprenticeship, or working, But you are not going to say you are not going to university and just not do anything. I was like, where did that come from? I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you that you are opening your mind now. So now Toby has an interest in producing music, and he has been composing his own rap music. He has his iPhone notes is full of, honestly, what I thought because he's still using my Apple account. So his stuff is still on my iPhone. His stuff that he does on his iPhone, I see it on my iPhone as well. And one day I wanted to write a note on my iPhone, and I saw that he had like almost 1,000 notes. Where did this come from? They are Toby's notes from, as the lyrics are coming to him, he's writing them down. He said he wants to start producing beats. And we bought him a laptop that's powerful enough for him to work on, even though the laptop is like 2 times or 3 times self the price of mine. I have a bog standard laptop now, and Toby has a he wanted a Mac. He wanted a Mac laptop, but I said no, please. We why? So we bought him an expensive powerful laptop to cope with the beats that he wants to produce. So, excuse me, sorry, I have hay fever and my head is I don't know. So he's been trying to get a job, part-time job, to to fund his he also does business. He's on this site where designers drop that's his word, drop their stuff before it hits the shops, and he bids for them, and a few times he's been lucky that his bid has been accepted. So the designers sell it maybe like a third of the price that it's going to sell. They're going to sell it in the shops. So when Toby bids for them and they choose Toby then gets to sell it slightly below what the designers will sell them at in the shop. So he's been doing that business and he's been lucky a few times, but he knows that that's not sustainable, waiting for his bid to be accepted, because he says millions of bid on it and only about 2% of the people get their bids accepted. But he's been doing business that way, so he sells on those things at slightly less than what they are selling it in the shops. He sells it on another site like eBay or something, I don't know. So his business is actually self-funding now. He has made enough profits for him to be putting it back in the business, and so I'm really, really proud of him. Now he wants to get a part-time job to make more money, and all his mates have gotten, well, maybe not all his mates, like most of his mates have gotten jobs. How did they get these jobs? By lying that they are 18. Toby is the oldest of his friends because he's a September child. He missed the last school year by 10 days. His birthday is 10th of September. His due date was meant to be August 25, but he didn't come on time, and he came more than 2 weeks later. So that instead of him being the youngest in the class, if he had come in August, he became the oldest in class when he came in September. So he's older than all his friends. He's going to be 18 in September. So he's nearer 18 than all his friends. His friends have gotten jobs by lying that they are 18, and he wants to lie that he's 18 as well. So, this is a conundrum for me. Do I go ahead and, tell him to lie? If I tell him to lie about his age, am I not laying the foundation for a deceitful life for him? You see, it's quite difficult because his friends are lying, and getting away with it, and they are all the ones that want to work have gotten jobs. They're all doing their A-levels and college. So the ones that want to work part-time, they've got part-time jobs by saying that they are 18 when they are not yet 18. And so Toby, I'm saying to him, wait till when you are 18. It's just a few months time. But I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Should I tell him, okay, go ahead and lie like your friends have lied? I said, aren't they going to check, don't they check their passports? Apparently they don't. I don't know. They don't check their passports. I think because it's basic job like working in the warehouse, stuff like that. So they don't check their passports. And I think because they speak, with a British accent, and they went to secondary school here. So these employers automatically assume that they have the rights to work here. I'm thinking, because if they check their passports, they would know that they are not 18 years old yet. So most of his friends that want to work are working now, but he I'm saying to him, wait till when you are 18, wait till when you are 18. So today, he came and he was almost crying. And he said he got this job, and they had, he had sent his CV, and they called him, about the job, and they had asked him questions, and it was going very well. And then they asked him, how old are you? And he said 17. And he said, oh, sorry, we can't employ you. We can't take anyone younger than 18. And he came to me, he was almost in tears. I don't know what to say to him. I was just like, oh dear. I don't know. Honestly, this is difficult. This is difficult for me as a mother, because on one hand, I shouldn't tell him to lie, but then on the other hand, I'm trying to encourage this entrepreneurial spirit, this spirit of financial independence that he's getting, because God knows I didn't get that awareness fast enough in my life. I was a daddy's girl, and even when I came here to do my master's, my father said, don't work, you are a full-time student, don't work. And I proudly didn't work. My father was sending money to me every month. For 2 years, I didn't work, which, I'm ashamed of now. But then, I was a daddy's girl, and I was dependent on daddy. And I'm very, very glad that Toby is cutting his teeth very early. He's getting to that realization of knowing that, financial independence is key. And he has said to us that he's not going to date till when he's financially stable, which is admirable. So what do we do? So I'm putting this to you now as the Nigerian parents of a non-Nigerian child. What do you do? Even Nigerian parents of a Nigerian child in Nigeria, your children's mates are lying and getting on in the world. What do you say to your child? And your child's enemy, not your child. Your child's enemy is lagging behind. So what do you say? Don't lie. But and then their friends still continue to make it in life. Or you tell them, okay, go ahead, any means necessary. Go ahead and lie and get on. Since if you don't lie, you won't be able to get on this thing. So yeah, let me know what you think about this, because I don't know what to say. I'm just going to bury my head in the sand and pretend that nothing is happening. We are in June now. His birthday is in less than 3 months. In less than 3 months, he'll be 18 by God's grace. Yeah, July, August, September. Yeah, in about 3 months, he'll be 18. But in that 3 months, the summer holiday will be there where he'll be able to work full-time, and his mates will be working full-time. And if he doesn't lie about his age, even though he's just a few weeks to 18, he will not be able to work full-time and make some money. And I want him to make some money as well, so that he can even start contributing towards the bills. That's one thing that Oyibo people do with their children, which is really admirable. When I first came to this country, I thought it was odd that, you'll be living with your parents and you'll be paying rent. You'll be paying for your room. I thought, oh, this is terrible. We don't do that in Nigeria. We don't pay rent to our parents. But it's really admirable, because it lets a child have discipline, financial discipline, and makes them prudent quite early in life. Those are life skills, I think. I believe that those are life skills that our kids need to know, to learn, to imbibe. So I want Toby to start working, even if he's not paying the full rent for his room. Let him chip in something. So that will help him to budget, and be prudent for life. Those are skills that I learned very, 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 very late in life, and I'm really keen on my children learning them as soon as they can. So what do you advise? What would you do in that position? Let's talk. Let's comment and let me know. And yes, so please subscribe to this channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, and please share, and please like, and please comment. So that's it. What would you do if your children's friends are getting on in life because they are lying and scheming? I'm not saying that Toby's friends are lying and scheming. I'm just saying that they lied about their age, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them, because if they didn't lie about their age, they would not get employed. So maybe some of them, their parents are in more dire straits and actually need them to start bringing money in. You know, I don't know. I don't know. It's quite possible that some of them actually need to work and not just want to work. So what would you suggest to your child? You know, would you say, yes, go ahead and lie, or would you say, hold on for your time? You know, so yeah, let me know what you think about this topic. And thank you once again for joining me. And like I said, please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and so that we can build a community together. And please press the notification so that you can know when my videos are dropping. Thank you very much. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. It's Olabisi Ajailayode here, Jopa's daughter. Bye.